We're already halfway through the decade. The 2020s are flying by. Feels like we were just bringing in the new year, and now we're more than 3/4 of the way through 2025. 2025 in gaming has brought us amazing games and not so amazing games. We're looking at you, Mind's Eye. From third person to RPGs, there's a little something for everyone. For this top games list, we will set some rules. This list will only include original games and sequels, no remakes or remasters. While you can argue that this decade has been nothing but nostalgia baiting, playing it safe by the gaming publishers and developers, there have been a few original IPs and great sequels. Those top games will be in another video. There will be just minor or to no spoilers in this video, just enough to get you to try these games out if you haven't. This is the Pro Casual Gamer, and this is the top 5 of the first half of 2020. Why top 5 and not top 10? Because we're halfway through, so a half top list seems appropriate. Disclaimer, this list is in no particular order, so let's get to it. Number 5, Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch, release date 2020. I'm not gonna lie, I slept on Ghost of Tsushima. I started playing it on the PS4, and for whatever reason, I put it down. I can't remember what was going on in my life, or what other game I dropped it for. It wasn't until 2024 that I picked it back up, and it was a director's cut, and felt completely immersed in the Ghost of Tsushima universe. We follow our protagonist Jin Sakai during the first Mongol invasion led by the antagonist of the game, Kudokan. Things take a turn, and Jin must do whatever he can to ensure Tsushima and Japan survive, even if it means going against the samurai code. The gameplay is buttery smooth, amazing parry system, easy to pick up but hard to master, but not in the Souls-like way, but immensely satisfying to pull off the counter moves and samurai duels a la Kurosawa films during Japan's golden age of cinema during the 1950s. I couldn't put this game down. So much so that I platinumed the game, and I rarely do that. The art direction is also amazing, how everything fits just to the Edo era of Japan. From the UI to the menus to just the look and feel of it. Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red, release date 2020. What can I say about Cyberpunk that hasn't not been said? Go play it. If you need a bit more convincing because of the bad state it was released in during its launch, let me tell you that I was on the same boat. How can the devs who made Witcher 3 create a crap like this?
You are funny.
I didn't touch the game until Phantom Liberty was released. That's when it was getting all the buzz and the hype, and I decided to give it a chance. In Cyberpunk, you create your own character named V. We pick up one of 3 main campaigns on how V's life plays out. A nomad, which is pretty self-explanatory. You're out in the desert with moving about. The corporals, working for one of the mega corporations called Arasaka. And a street kid, where you grew up in the underbelly of Night City. While all the elites are eating well and drinking in their shiny penthouses, we struggle to survive in the slums of Night City. Sounds familiar, huh?
I saw a corpse strip farmers of water, and eventually of land. Saw them transform Night City into a machine fueled by people's crushed spirits, broken dreams, and emptied pockets. Corps have long controlled our lives, taken lots, and now they're after our souls.
Might be right. Can't really argue with you there.
V, I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by. This war's a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. You still don't see it, but you will one day.
Night City is a character within itself. The city is alive, yet you feel alone. Everybody's going about their business. You see the social commentary and closely mirrors our own society, and reality is headed there if corporations and capitalism goes unchecked. A dystopian future. And Johnny Silverhand, he's just breathtaking.
You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
Number 3. God of War Ragnarok, Santa Monica Studios. Release date 2022. Following up on God of War 2018 soft reboot is a tough order to take. Somehow, Santa Monica Studios did it. They improved on the story, humanizing and redeeming Kratos, the flawed Greek god of war, after Ares tried to create the perfect warrior. No ties to his humanity by killing his family, tricked by Ares. The art direction, also amazing, where you dwell into Norse mythology, which is a stark contrast from Greek mythology. They also vastly improved on gameplay and controls, the level progression, the weapons, and it's just great to use and be able to use the Blades of Chaos again. Number 2. Metroid Dread, Nintendo. Release date 2021. It is a miracle that Metroid Dread even exists, let alone released. We've had games that were in development hell, never knowing if the title was going to see the light of day. And when they did release, they were just utter trash. Looking at you, Duke Nukem Forever. Metroid Dread takes place after Metroid Fusion. Canonically, this is the last in the timeline as of 2025. We follow Samus investigating a distress call, again, to the planet ZDR. Metroid Fusion used subtle horror, a la RE3 Nemesis, where a fully powered copy of Samus called the SAX is roaming around, and you are severely underpowered to face it because of the X-Parasite infection. The X-Parasite is able to mimic its host, and when you encounter it, your palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Okay, I'll stop. But your heart starts racing. And as a kid, this was one of my first tastes of horror. Metroid Dread takes this theme and just runs with it. The new hunters are the Emmys, robots that were meant to protect and now hunt down Samus. Metroid Dread expands on Samus' backstory. I won't say more, I'm just saying go play it. And now that Metroid Prime 4 finally has a release date, December 4th, 2025, you still have time to dive into the Metroid universe. Please go play it. Before we get to number 1, here is our honorable mentions. Alan Wake 2, Remedy Entertainment, release date 2024. Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Insomniac Studios, release date 2021.
How do I steer this thing? Ask nicely. Slow down, please. That's not listening.
Super Mario Wonder, Nintendo, release date 2024. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Nintendo, release date 2025. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Cyber Connect 2, release date 2020. Number 1. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Sandfall Interactive, release date 2025.
I understand, just... In in a different world, right?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Stubborn people change the world. And you are the most stubborn person I know. Thank you. Walk me to the harbor?
Yes.
Expedition 33. This game. At this point in my life, I did not play a game where it connected with me the way it did. Yes, I mentioned God of War Ragnarok. Definitely hit me in the feels, but still not in a way that Expedition 33 did. Expedition 33 takes place in a French town called Lumière during the Belle Époque, where a mysterious figure known as the Paintress and a monolith appear 67 years ago and began writing numbers on the monolith, beginning with 100, regressively counting down, creating a fracture in reality. Lumière became an isolated island separated from the mainland. With this fracture and the Paintress, an event called the gommage, which translates to the erasing in French, an event where, depending on the number on the monolith, the people of that age and older are erased or disappeared, kind of like Thanos snapping his fingers in the Avengers. As time progressed, the citizens of Lumière sent out expeditions to figure out what was causing it and how to, and if possible, to stop this gommage from happening ever again. We're at 33 now. Many have tried, none have succeeded. We follow Maël and Gustave in this journey, with a heavy theme on grief and loss. This game came at a time in my life where I have lost relatives, specifically my grandfather. I've been fortunate enough to have all four grandparents, maternal and paternal grandparents, alive, and lucky enough to have grown up with them and be able to see them, albeit in different countries. The story is so well crafted, and the gameplay is amazing. I'm not an RPG person, and the only experience I have with RPGs is turn-based, and it's Pokemon. But this game had me hooked. I couldn't put it down, and with the ability to dodge and parry, it was like a mixture of RPG and hack and slash. It kept me on my toes. The art direction, it is just chef's kiss. It is set in the French Belle Époque during the 1870s to about the 1914s. You can see the inspiration of the era. It's kind of like a pre-Art Nouveau with the characteristics of elongated geometric patterns in the artwork and in the architecture. As a graphic designer, art director myself, and having studied this for my undergrad, this was amazing to see and very inspirational, as I always take inspiration from games, movies, stuff like that into my work. And I just geek out at all of this historical references. Even the name itself, clair-obscur, is a painting technique and art. Clair-obscur meaning light and dark, the contrast of highlights and really dark shadows. Seeing how the characters go through the journey and the way they process grief helped me in my journey as well. This game completely flew under my radar, and I think many of you as well. It wasn't until a few weeks before the game came out. I put it on my wish list, just as I turned 33. They were doing a bit more promotion now, and I said, why not? Let's try it out. But little did I know the impact it would have the way it did. Because of the monolith, the characters faced their immortality. A set date and time of when your time's up. In stark contrast of real life. In real life, you don't know when is your time. All of the things you want to accomplish, what you want to do, start, like this gaming YouTube channel, which is why I wanted to make this video for a long time. Life and responsibilities come along. Don't hold off on life and live in regret. Go take that opportunity. The new job in a new city or country, that person you want to talk to, the vacation you want to take. You hold it off, Time passes, and that's the one thing you can never get back. As time passes, our own monolith counts down. The less time we have to live for life, be with loved ones, explore new places and new experiences. The next time you are presented with a choice or an opportunity, take that calculated risk. Like my homie Paco from Blood In Blood Out said.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
And now we come to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed the video, spark some interest in some of these games if you haven't played it already. I'm very interested into reading what your top 5 or top 10 games are, and what games are you looking forward to for the next half of the decade, 2025 and beyond. This has been the Pro Casual Gamer, and I'll see you next time.
For those who come after. Right?
No. You promised!